EU is, having a chat control. So I mean, your messages, you message to your friends and families. Well, the EU has decided to take censorship to a new level. Okay, they will be watching your messages and chats. So basically, so you don't have any nasty words to say. This is absolutely ridiculous. Okay, chats between two people, that are consenting, obviously, should be private and should not be known by to the world by the government. Okay, yes, people can leak chats, but it's generally considered wrong to leak chats. Okay, even if you don't like the other person, okay, it's generally wrong to leak chats, and usually, women leak chats the most. Okay, but this is absolutely ridiculous. The EU wants to control all information sent through messages. Absolutely ridiculous. Okay, people should be allowed to say, you know, freedom of speech. Allowed to say whatever they want as long as it isn't, unless like spouting like racial slurs or something like that. But most sites, usually, with the exception of like your phone messenger, usually has a way to report chats. So like, or if someone sends like nudes or something that's clearly against the terms of service, but usually people usually report that to the site, and those chats get removed. There's no reason the government should be intervening with this stuff. Okay, if people disagree with each other, the government sort of does, oh yeah, remove chat, okay? Because it's just gonna make things even worse. Okay, it's just gonna make things even worse as well, okay? Yeah. And yeah. Yeah. And yeah, it'll end the whole idea of private messaging. And really, this is the end of an era for the internet. The idea where everything is private or anonymous is over. And you know what the sad thing is? You don't have many YouTube channels that have over 20 million, 10 to 20 million, over 20 10 million subscribers talking about it. You have a few over 1 million subscribers, like Penguin Zero, like we talk about it. But that's like the extent we'll hear about this stuff. It's Penguin Zero, okay? That's the extent. I think that's the biggest channel that talked about the whole YouTube thing as well. I think it was Penguin Zero, because he talked about every single major issue. Or commentary channels of over like 1 million subscribers. Basically, the commentary channels talked about it as well. But I think Penguin Zero is the biggest channel, I think, that talks about this type of stuff as well. As well. But yeah. Yeah. Well, he talked about the censorship of MasterCard as well. And he also talked about the censorship of YouTube and Spotify. And Twitch. I think he'll probably talk about the whole EU chat control, because it's just ridiculous, okay? Private messaging should, people should be allowed to have private conversations without the government telling you what you can and can't say. But thankfully, I live in the US where that type of stuff is illegal, okay? Because it goes against the First Amendment. So yeah. Goodbye.